today live. Let me know in the chat where you're joining in from. And I do have a couple of questions that I'm going to be asking you. Today's live stream is going to be all about working on an income model for your YouTube channel. And the reason I'm really excited to present this topic is because I think there's way too much emphasis on AdSense and virality and all of that. And there is really a legit way to make a full-time income on YouTube. So that's what we're going to be talking about today, how to get your income model framework designed. We're going to do that live on today's live stream. So thank you so much for joining. I'm going to hop inside the chat for a second and just make sure I see you all over here. And also just let me know really quick if you guys can hear me. If the audio is working, just let me know in the chat if I am if the audio is working and the video is working. I'm just going to make sure that I set a couple of things up here. Okay. So just let me know in the chat, please. All right. I am seeing your comments coming in. So I'm hoping that it is a working all type video. Hello, Asim. Hi. What's up? This live stream is up. So I'm getting the all thumbs up. So let's get on with today's show. So what can you expect? Let me quickly lay out the agenda for you guys. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to take questions, but I also have some stuff that I want to share. So I will be sharing my screen. I do have some model frameworks that I want to share with you. So that I'm going to be sharing, but I will be taking questions on that as well. Everybody joining in, say hi in the chat, please, so I can greet you and welcome you. Hello, everyone joining in. Let me know. Let me just get started with the first question. So the first question that I actually have for you, it's up on the screen right now. Are you currently making money from your YouTube channel? So let's get a discussion going around where you are currently right now, and then hopefully this training and this live is going to be helpful for you, whether you are making or whether you are not currently. So go ahead and let me know the answer to that question. Are you currently making money from your YouTube channel? You can also go ahead and let me know where you're joining in from. It is 2:18 here for me. Let me know where you're joining in from. I'm joining in from Portugal. If you have been following my journey on YouTube, you would have known that I have moved to Europe. We're living on Madeira, Portugal, and it is absolutely gorgeous, absolutely amazing over here. And I am very lucky and blessed to be able to do this live stream from here. This is actually the first live stream that I am doing from Portugal. So hopefully the first of many. Hi, Lawrence. Good to see you. A few pennies a day is making money than I am. Yeah. And that kind of is really, that's really where I want to start from. Because when we talk about YouTube income, we often talk about YouTube monetization, right? And that term, I think, is problematic. It's a very problematic term because the minute you start talking about YouTube monetization, everyone assumes AdSense. Everyone assumes it's you're making money through ads being shown on your YouTube channel. And that is one of the slowest ways to actually earn a full-time income on YouTube. It is one of the slowest, and it requires a very different kind of mindset to come at it from. Hi, Mark. Thanks for joining in from Seattle. Sadan, yes, that means you are making money. Awesome. Adilgir, hope I said that right. No money yet. That is fine. That is exactly what this live stream is for. Fit to be loved. I'm in the UK. Yes, maybe making only about £50 from the odd sponsored video and £50 per month from ads. This live stream is perfect for you then. It definitely is going to help you to see the opportunities and the potential that exists on your channel. Hi, Rami. Good to see you here. Thank you so much for joining in. Okay, my next question for you guys is a little bit more challenging. So, what is the thing that's stopping you? What is the challenge? Why do you feel like you're not able to make a full-time income on your channel right now? It could be, you don't know how to, or you haven't figured it out, or you're not ready yet, or you're not sure about XYZ thing. Just let me know what it might be. Hi gameplay, AK gameplay. If I do good, but if not, that is okay as well. All right. Rocket LLC joining in from Grenada, not making anything. We're gonna get some ideas rolling here. Okay, we're gonna do some brainstorming, and we are going to make sure that you at least walk away from this live stream with the potential that your channel has, or the potential that your idea has, even if you don't have a channel right now. AK Gameplay, I am good. Thank you for asking. Okay, so what's stopping you guys from making money on your YouTube channel? Raquel is saying, I'm confused, not sure what to sell or what to focus my channel on. Fit to be loved is saying, need more ideas. Okay, awesome. AK Gameplay is saying, when can I expect purple background? You can expect it when you make it. My purple back, if you're talking about my purple background, or oh, you're talking about my old backdrop? Is that what we're talking about here? I don't know, I'm lost. That was back in Pakistan. You can't expect it here again. Although there is always going to be some purple in my background. Not sure if that was what you're asking, but um, let's talk about what is stopping you from making money. So it could be just the fact that you're not sure that there even is potential on your channel. A lot of clients that I work with, when they start initially working with me, they're like, I'm not even sure what I can promote or what I can sell or what I can do. Like, I don't even know what I'm going to offer. Like, what is even that look like? They're not even sure on that. So it doesn't really matter what the background is. We are going to talk about all of these things. Okay, my next question for you guys, and then we're going to get into the training, is if you could make money from your channel, what would you like to sell? If there's any ideas floating around your head, like you want to, maybe sell a product or a service, or you're not sure, but maybe you want to do something, or you've seen somebody in your industry do something, and you feel like, oh, this would be like an interesting path to follow, put that down in the comments. Algir is saying, just making the videos is a challenge for me. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the first hurdle to get over. And that is, I'm going to come back to this comment because that was my first hurdle as well. I'm going to share with you two things that actually helped me to get over that particular hurdle, just the making the videos part. And I'm going to kind of turn consistency on its head here in today's live stream. So people think that they need to be consistent first and start making videos first, and that's the first challenge. But really, I'm going to turn that on its head and say that's actually not true. So if you guys have any ideas about, what you want to actually be selling or be promoting, or if you have any ideas about how you want to make money on your channel, put that down in the chat box. Okay, so I'm going to share a couple of things with you. So the first thing that I'm going to share is I'm going to share how I started making money from my YouTube channel. Okay, so I'm going to share my timeline with you, and as I share my timeline with you, go ahead, ask me any questions related to that. I will be coming back to the questions and coming back to the chat in between. Okay. Lawrence is saying, I'm actually more excited about learning how to promote my girlfriend's fitness business. Awesome. You should bring your girlfriend on this live as well. Fit to be loved is saying, I want to do PDF tutorials or online course that gives more than my free videos. Awesome. That's a great next step, right? So keep those ideas in your mind because we are going to be working through some of these ideas and I'm going to be showing you how to take them forward today. Okay, so I'm going to be sharing a little bit of my story, and then I just want to prep you. After I share how I started making a full-time income from my YouTube channel, I am going to share an income model or a framework, we can call it that you can use to earn a full-time income from your YouTube channel. No ads, no AdSense necessary. You don't have to wait to get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. You don't need all of that. Okay, so none of that. We're not going to be talking about any of that. This is a strategy that you can use from day one. This is a strategy you can use from the first video that you actually create. This is foundational stuff that's going to set you up to have a money-making channel, which you will control. AdSense is YouTube controlling. This you will control. So I'm really, really excited about all of these, hopefully game-changing ideas. Hi, Julian. Good to see you. If I could make money, I would sell my knowledge and experience. Awesome. Hold on to all of those answers because we're going to be revisiting some of these. Okay, so I'm going to share the timeline. I want to share the timeline, but I also, mm, why? Why? Just give me a second, guys. Yeah, I don't like the fact that you can't see me when I'm doing this. So I need to just can. Okay, so I'm going to do this again. Take this out. Do that. Share the screen again. We have our first little snag. Can't seem to share my screen. Okay, give me a sec, guys, to figure this out. What is a live stream without a snag? Okay. Yep, we do not have to be perfect. You know how things work like 5 minutes before you go live? But then when you go live, they're like, nope, I'm not doing it. Nope. Yeah, I know, I know. I background music. The background music is just gonna be like me and my husband be like, why isn't this working? Okay, so I'm gonna just have to do this without you. Yes, I do use Canva Premium. That's not the problem though. The problem is that you can see the screen. I know you can see the screen. It's just that you can't see me at the same time, and that is supposed to be happening. It should be a picture in picture here, but at least you can see the screen. So I'm just going to go ahead with popping up my face every so often. All right. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so here we go. All right, so I'm going to assume you can see my income timeline. So it starts off from 2015, and I'm going to take you through 2022, and I'm going to share with you what's happening. Okay, so the first thing that I actually want to point out to you is something that a lot of you have also said, is that if you look at 2015 and 2016, this is when I actually started to create my first few videos. Okay, so I started to create my videos, and then what happened? I stopped creating videos. So I started and stopped and started. That's supposed to be a stop button, in case, my drawing is not that clear. So I started and stopped and started and stopped. So in 2015, I stopped for 6 months. In 2016, I stopped again for 3 months, I believe it was. And so consistency is not the first thing that happens. When you start your YouTube channel, what typically happens is the fact that you are not earning anything. You are scared. You self sabotage yourself. You are wondering, is this going to even work? Am I even doing the right thing? That is exactly the torture that I put myself through for 2 years, guys. 2 years, 2015 and 2016. I was like, I don't know. Is this not working? I'm not sure. All those voices in my head were really, really loud. And I kept starting and stopping. So the consistency did not happen until 2017. So what changed in 2017? Well, a couple of things changed in 2017. The first thing that changed in 2017 was the fact that I became part of a group of entrepreneurs. So the first thing that happened was I actually joined a group. Okay. And I saw other people earning money from their YouTube channels. And that was like a catalyst for me. I was like, oh wow, there's like potential here. There's people doing all of these amazing things. And I didn't even know that you could do all of this stuff. Right. So that's one thing that happened. The second thing that happened in 2017 was that I actually got my first brand deal. Okay, so I'm just going to write over this. Okay, so I actually got my first brand deal. So both of these things, seeing income models working and seeing myself getting a brand deal is really what turned things around for me. I was like, um, I was like, what helped me get consistent was seeing the potential that I had and actually having a brand reach out to me and saying, we want to work with you. And when that started to happen, is when I started to change things around and I started to look at YouTube a little bit differently. And I started to see that it is not about, all the gurus talk about at that time, especially. So this is like 2015, 2016. Everyone talked about getting 4,000 hours of watch time and getting to 1,000 subscribers and monetizing your channel. And that was the predominant voice back then. And it still kind of is to some degree, but lesser so. But that was the only thing I got drilled into my head, that this is the only way. And it wasn't until I joined a group and in that group, I started coaching people. In that group, people were coming to me for advice. People I was seeing business models working inside that group where people were like, okay, this is how we're doing it. We're doing coaching and we're doing courses and we're doing products and, we're doing all of this income generation from our YouTube channel. And it opened up my eyes to the potential. And that's kind of what I want to do today with you as well. I want to open up your eyes to the immense potential that actually exists. Okay, so what did I do in 2018? So let's talk about that. So in 2018, I created my first one-to-one. Let's call it a digital product. Okay, it was a content plan service. So it was a one-to-one service. And I was offering to make your 90-day YouTube content plan for you. And I sold a bunch of those, and it brought me clients and it brought me confidence into learning how I could offer something that was of value that people were willing to pay for. And the second thing that I did in 2018 was I actually started a membership site. Now, this again was like an ongoing thing. I had started this, it used to be called Be the Media Membership. I don't know who would even remember this, but that's what I started. And that's, the first time when I actually started to make some not a full-time income yet, but some level of substantial income coming in from my YouTube channel. So I started with offering a one-to-one service on something that I was confident that I could do. And then I started a membership, which was more like a, weekly calls and, let's do this together. And everybody kind of joined in. And that was really, really fun. So that was my first taste of monetizing my YouTube channel. Okay, so what did I do after that? So I'm going to skip forward. So 2019, 2020, and 2021 were the years when I really consolidated. I really thought about, okay, how am I going to be making money from this channel? And these are really the years when I consolidated and thought seriously about, what do I want to offer? What do I want to do? How do I want to convert this? How do I want to scale this? And so let's jump to today. So 2022, now I want to show you the kind of income streams that I have. So 2022, I have a coaching program. So I'm a coach. I have courses. I do paid webinars. So that's another thing that I do. I get money from affiliate commissions. I do brand deals. Okay. So I do what else? There's some membership stuff that I do as well, which is on the back end, right? So these are all the ways that I am right now monetizing my YouTube channel. And these are all the ways that it allows me to earn a full-time income from my channel. So let me put that back up on screen and ask you guys, which one of these, if any, which one of these would you like to do? You want to think about selling products, you want to think about selling services, you want to think about having a membership site, you want to do some kind of digital products, you want to do maybe like paid webinars, you want to do affiliate marketing, start thinking about, okay, these are all the different ways. And if you want to actually get my guide on some multiple income streams, 13 different multiple income streams from YouTube, you can go in the description of this video and download my income streams guide. Okay, so it's salmajafri.com/income streams, and that's going to start you off with thinking about brainstorming about, okay, what are the different kinds of products and services that you could offer, and you do not have to limit yourself to one. Right now I have 7 different income streams from YouTube. I started with one, and now I have 7 in 2022. Mark is saying affiliate marketing. Raquel is saying I would like to do memberships and courses. Adil here is saying life coaching, courses, and affiliate. Awesome. So these are all the different ways that you could be monetizing your channel. Sadhan is saying selling memberships. Awesome. So let me know if you guys are ready for me to share the income model next. So you have all of these ideas. You want to sell your coaching, you want to sell memberships, you want to sell courses, you want to sell, Shweta is saying services and membership. Awesome. Now, one thing I want to really share as a mindset hack is, first of all, you have to believe that it's possible. Okay. And the thing you have to really see is it's possible because you are good at what you do and you're going to do it consistently. And when I first started coaching, the one thing that I was scared about is I thought that nobody would want to learn from me because I had less than 2,000, not 10,000. I had less than 2,000 subscribers. The first time I offered my services, I had less than 2,000 subscribers. The first time I did a brand deal, I had 2,000 something subscribers. So this is in 2017. In 2017, I thought that having a number of subscribers correlates to being an expert. And it turns out that that's not true. That was not true. Um, I fell into this trap, and this is kind of like what most people are seeing in the YouTube space. When you watch big gurus or you watch YouTube educators, they're like, you need, X number of subscribers, you need X number of videos. And that was not my experience at all. I did not need to have a huge following. I didn't even have a video going viral at that time or anything like that, right? It was just the fact, if I were to share the secret with you, it was just the fact that I had to think of myself as I have something to offer. I have something valuable that I can teach. And that belief helped me to, get in touch with people and be like, okay, I can develop your 90-day video content plan for you. Would you like me to do that? And a lot of people took me up on that. Like today, that might look like hey, I can do your channel audit for you. And I do have that service, by the way. So a lot of people would take me up on that. So it is all about, having the belief that you can share, you can teach, and you do have value to give. So that is the mindset I want you to go into this income model with. Okay. So what I'm going to do next is I am going to share this income model, and I'm going to share it piecemeal. So I'm going to share what it actually looks like. So this is what it actually looks like. Okay. So this is the YouTube income model, and you can see a couple of things right away. What can you see right away? You can see, give me 1 second. I'm still here. Just give me a sec. Okay. The other thing that's not working is my ability to move the screen around. All right, guys. Let me put my face back on screen here. Just bear with me for 2 minutes, okay? No, that's not working either. Okay. Okay, give me a second. I'm trying to share the income model with you. Trust me, I am trying really hard. And I really, really do want to share this income model with you. And I am wanting to get this to work. And it's kind of working, but it's also kind of stuck. So I know that you can see the screen here, but I'm having trouble moving around in Canva. For some reason, it is not moving around. Okay, so I do have a backup, guys. Don't worry, I do have a backup. So my backup is going to be a couple of things. First of all, I want to tell you that if you want to get the income model in worksheet form, so it is something that is fillable. Okay, so you can actually fill this out. So if you want to get this in worksheet form, all you have to do is go down in the description where you see an application form. It says apply to work with me, salmajafri.com/apply. Okay, when you apply to work with me, I will send you the income model as well. And I will get your email as well. So I'll be able to send that. And you will have applied for working with me. And we can then talk about, how we can work on your specific channel, brainstorm income strategies for your specific channel. So that's thing number one. Okay. The second thing is that I actually can share this income model perhaps in a different way. So maybe not the interactive way that I was planning to do it in, but I can definitely share it in a slightly different way. So just give me 1 second on that. I'm going to actually share it in a what would you guys prefer, a PDF or a PNG? I think I have both. I'm just going to open that up. Let's do it in PNG actually. So I should be able to share this with you. Blah. Okie dokie. Yeah, this is working. Awesome. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and share the PNG version of this with you. Okay. I won't be able to annotate this, but that's fine as long as you can actually get the value that you need from this. Okay. Yeah. Your struggles are giving me more encouragement. Okay. Seriously, I really wanted this to work seamlessly, but gotta do what you have to do. Okay, let's see this. Awesome. Okay, at least it's up there now. So I wanted to do this in a more interactive way, but what happens at the end is that at least I get to share it with you. Okay, so let me zoom into some of these areas, and what I really want to do is take you through what this model could look like for you, and also what it means as we work through this model. Okay. So, what I want you to do is start in phase one. So, obviously, that's phase one research. Okay. And inside phase one, the question, and I want you to answer this interactively. Okay. So, in the chat, the first question that I want you to answer is 1 year from now, what does success look like? So, go ahead and put that down in in the chat box. 1 year from now, what does success look like? And don't worry if you can't read it too well or if it's too small. I will say the things out loud, and I will also be sending you this entire thing. So if you fill in the application form, you'll get it. Do that at the end of the live stream, though. Don't do it right now, okay? All right. So go ahead and let me know 1 year from now, what does YouTube success look like? Now, when I ask this question, a lot of times people default to oh, I want 5,000 subscribers, I want 10,000 subscribers, but I want you to think a little bit beyond that, okay? I want you to think about YouTube success in terms of lifestyle change, in terms of clients attracted, in terms of a business that you're going to love, right? So tell me in terms of that, what do you need to happen 1 year from now? And I love how Lawrence started this off, a channel that can make a full-time living. Lawrence, go one level deep and tell me, what does a full-time living look like for you? You don't need to name numbers or anything, but do let me know what constitutes a full-time living? Give me a little bit more detail on that. Olga, hi, good to see you. You missed all the, live stream drama, but don't worry, there's always a replay. Okay, Rami is saying sales conversion. Yes, that is a big one. So that is something that you really want. 1 year, if you've been making YouTube videos, you definitely want to make sure that you are getting your videos to convert, right? Absolutely. Okay, what else? What else does success look like for you guys? I'm in the same, girlfriend and I are in the same place and not having to work in different parts of the world. Wow. Yes. That was a big one for me as well, like being able to be location independent, having a business that moves with me. So yeah, definitely. Okay. So that's the first step that we need to define. So when I send you this framework, fill that out, put in, this is like kind of like a vision board exercise, but YouTube specific, right? And this is something that you really need to think about in terms of, okay, 1 year from now, where do you want to be? Because that's going to be your success metric. Now, the second question I want you to ask yourself is, who will buy this? So when you say, I want sales for my product, or when you say, I want to develop courses, who's the target market? Who is the ideal audience? Who is going to be buying this? So, for example, if you are selling, let's say, a course on, let's say, financial literacy or something like that, who is the person who you want to educate in financial literacy? Is it somebody who's looking for a job? Is it a college student? Is it a first time home buyer? Is it somebody who lives in Canada? Is it somebody who is starting a family? Like, who is that person that you would like to reach? Who would buy that thing from you? Right? So think about this and put this down in the chat box. This is the second key piece. Oh my God. I am not watching the replay of this. Okay. So, this is the second piece about identifying who you're going to be creating these videos for about and who's going to be buying the thing that you want to sell. So, let's say you want to sell a course. Who's going to be buying that course? Identify who that person will be. What do they look like? What do they sound like? Where do they live? What is their life like? So, give me some ideas in the chat box. Olga is saying seasoned IT professionals who consider starting their IT businesses. Okay, that's a start. So you are narrowing down to what part of the journey are they in. So they're not beginners, they're seasoned, so they're professionals or they're experts, right? So you really, really want to do this exercise in terms of thinking about who do you want to attract and who is going to buy this thing. Also think about it in terms of money. Let's say you have a product that is $7. Maybe you could mass market. Maybe everybody would be interested. But on the flip side, let's say you have a product that is $7,000, right? Maybe you're looking at a completely different market then, right? So you really need to think about all of these things. What do you want to sell? And then who is going to be the person who will buy that thing? Define them as clearly and as much detail as you possibly can. Okay, Lawrence is saying people that want to be physically fit and can also afford to make the investment. So that's a great start, but it's too broad. People that want to be physically fit is like, I don't know, I want to be more fit, right? That's kind of everybody, right? Everybody who's already not maybe a bodybuilder or a fitness guru. So maybe go a little bit deeper, like start with gender. Start with age, start with primary motivation. Why do they want to be physically fit, right? So start there. Sharon is saying, I stopped producing videos because I only have 68 subscribers and very few viewers, and not easy to make a video with an old phone and not enough storage. Okay, that is definitely a problem, which maybe we'll talk about in another live stream. But I want to encourage you, Sharon, to think about producing videos as easily as you possibly can. Even if your video is with an old phone and you don't have storage, you can still maybe think about doing other forms of video like a screencasting or a live stream or something that doesn't rely on a lot of storage. Okay, think out of the box here. Okay, so let's recap. Where were we? So the first thing that I want you to think about is we're in phase one in research. 1 year from now, what does success look like? And you've decided, okay, this is what you're going to sell, and who will buy this? Mm. The next thing is, what content will attract them? So after you define who is going to buy the thing that you want to sell, the next thing is, what content is going to attract them? So let's say you want to sell a physical fitness course to moms who have just given birth. Now that's specific. So, what content is going to attract them? What kind of videos? So, you may be doing postpartum exercise routines. You may be doing exercising with your kids. You may be doing finding the time to exercise. So, you want to get really specific because that is where the ideas are going to come from. Okay, what do moms who've just given birth need to get back in shape? Right? So, that's the level of specificity you want to think about this entire exercise in. Uh, so, Raquel, women who want help to set up their business and want to help with advertising. Okay, so maybe go further and define who are these women? What kind of businesses do they have? Do they have an online business? Do they have a crafts business? Do they have a bricks and mortar business? What kind of business? And why would they come to you for help? Right? So, you want to really get clarity on that. Okay, the next thing that we're going to do, so the way that you're thinking about this process is, okay, I want to sell this 1 year from now. I want to be selling this. We're not actually going to start selling 1 year from now. We're going to start selling that today. Okay, but you want to sow the seeds for what you want success to be 1 year from now. You got to start today on building that. So 1 year from now, what do you want to sell? Who's going to buy it? And what kind of content will attract them? Start there. Start with these three questions. What do I want to sell? Who is going to buy it? And what content will be attractive to them? Once you identify these three things, and don't be vague in this, do not be generic, be specific, be as specific as you can possibly be in this. Okay. So the next thing that you want to do is you want to think about the second phase, which is all about YouTube. So notice that up till now, oh wow, it just worked. Now I'm on screen. Oh God. Oh my gosh. Okay. Just gonna go with this. Go with the flow here. Okay, so the screen share is suddenly working. Yeah, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, computer and tech. Okay, so the next thing you want to think about is phase two. So notice in the research phase, we haven't actually done anything on YouTube yet. Like if you look at it, we haven't even touched YouTube. We've just talked about laying the foundation. I want to sell this. This is my customer avatar, and this is the kind of content that I would love to create. We haven't even gotten onto the YouTube platform, right? So now we're going to actually get on the YouTube platform. And so, what does that look like? So, the YouTube platform, the second phase is the first thing you want to think about is packaging your content. And here I want to bring in the three T's. So, drill this into your head, guys: topic, title, thumbnail. This is what anybody means when they say package your YouTube video: topic, title, and thumbnail. Okay, this is where we want to start. So, we want to think about what topic are we going to create a video on? What is the title going to be? And what is the thumbnail going to be? I know most people do this in reverse. They like make the video and then they think, oh, what should the thumbnail for this be? Maybe I should title it this way, or maybe I could title it that way, or maybe they keep changing the title. So you actually want to do the opposite. You want to be that 1%, of smart people who don't fall into the trap of actually creating the video first and then thinking about the three T's. You want to be the smart person who thinks about the three T's before you press record. Okay? If you take away anything from this, take that away, that is actually more important. Being intentional is the key to reaching the audience that you eventually want to attract, that you want to sell to, that you want to work with, that the kind of customers and clients you want. Okay. So you want to make sure that you are doing the three T's. So Give me the quick version in the chat, guys. What are the three T's? What are the three T's? I'm not going to say it again. What are the three T's? Hi, Chantel. Yes, that's what I have started doing. Excellent. That is a great place to start, and I can tell you for sure, most people don't start there. Most people actually do not start there. They just wing it, which is great if you want a hobby and if you just want to test things out. Great. I'm all for winging it, doing things on the fly. I do that all the time, no problem. But when you actually want an income model that works and you want to bring in business and income, you got to be intentional. Underline that. You got to be intentional about your strategy. And so it all starts from the three T's. Put it down in the chat. The three T's: topic, title, thumbnail. Okay, that's what you got to think about. So, using our example about what was our example? Title, thumbnail, tags. No, no, Olga, not title, thumbnail, tags. Somebody correct her. Somebody give her the three T's, please. um, you want to think about your three T's even before you write your script. Even before that, definitely before you hit record, but even before you write your script, you want to have a good angle. You want to know who you are targeting, and the topic has to be coming from who you are trying to target. So the topic has to be coming from yes, thank you, guys. We have got to get the three T's right, guys. Tags are not important. Tags are not important anymore. Okay, it has to be these particular three T's. Okay, so let's talk about topic, title, and thumbnail for just a second. So let's say you want to sell. Let's go with my example of fitness program for moms who've just given birth. Okay, the topic just happens naturally because of the problem that you're trying to solve. So let's talk about, okay, so a new mom who's just given birth and wants to get back into an exercise routine. One of the first things she's going to be thinking about is how can I start exercising after giving birth? That's your topic. Like, that is literally your topic, right? How can I start exercising again after giving birth? And then your title kind of just flows from there. So remember, we are now in the new YouTube era. This is the new YouTube in 2022. The topics and the titles are more organic. They're more human reader friendly. They're not necessarily keyword stuffy. They're more curiosity based. They're more natural. And so the title is more derived from, okay, what is the topic that I want to address? So if it's postpartum exercise, if it's exercising with a baby, if it's getting back into shape after pregnancy, then all of those things can be a part of your title, because that's the topic. So the title becomes a derivative of the topic. So you think about the topic, okay, what is the topic? Like, I want to teach people how to do what? And the title derives from that. And the title then becomes the hook. The title becomes the hook. That is how you start the video. Did you just give birth and you're trying to get into an exercise routine? Da 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 da. Okay, that becomes your starting sentence. So it is really about flow. It is really about understanding who you're trying to reach, and what do you want to sell? What is their pain point right now? And so you kind of marry all of those things together into your three T's: your topic, title, and thumbnail. So let's talk about thumbnail for a second. So think about this. You want to get back into an exercise routine after giving birth. What is your thumbnail going to look like? Maybe you'll have a woman with a baby and a dumbbell. Maybe a baby in one arm and a dumbbell in the other arm. So your thumbnail is going to be a direct derivative of the person whose attention you want to get. You want to get this person's attention. They have to look like a new mom. So you're going to put a new mom in the thumbnail. And you want to put in an exercise element, a yoga mat, a dumbbell, doing an exercise pose, a yoga pose. Those are the kind of thumbnails you will want to develop. So it is not a mystery anymore. This is not like some kind of, oh my God, there's some kind of secret to developing this. It is logical. It flows. If I want my title and topic to appeal to new moms, I'm going to put a new mom on the thumbnail. It's very, very logical. So that's how I want you guys to think about the three T's. So, any questions? Lawrence is saying, so the topic is the key. Absolutely. Everything kind of derives from that. And oh, let me put this up on screen. I love this. I love this. The title gives you a whole series of videos. Yes, the title does give you a whole series of videos because there, once you go down that rabbit hole, it's like this exercise I do with my clients. I actually make them write like 50 topics. That's 50 topics before we even start work, before you even hit record. And it all comes from knowing the audience you want to target and the topics that they would be interested in. That's where it all comes from. Uh, Kumid Hamdi, hi, thank you so much for joining. So glad to watch the live, Salma. Enjoying what you create is very important. After that comes the following steps. Oh my God, yes. If we didn't enjoy creating videos, it would be, a kind of torture, I guess. And you don't want that. But what I find is, and a great way to turn the script around to enjoying videos is instead of feeling like I have to create videos, you tell yourself, I get to create videos. I get to do this. I get to talk about things I love. I get to share something that I've learned. I get to teach this. I get to share this. I get to come on and do my thing. I get to do this. And that for me shifts everything around from making it seem like work into making it seem like something I naturally enjoy doing. So hope that was helpful. Okay, so the next thing that we want to do after outlining the three T's is we want to stretch the gap. So we're in phase 2 right now. If you're just joining in, hi, welcome. We're doing the YouTube income model. I can't get it, the interactive version to work. So I'm using the PNG version, which is, thank God I saved the PNG version. And also, what was I going to say? Also, this YouTube income model is going to be available as a download for everyone who applies to work with me. The link to apply to work with me is down in the description. It's just salmajafri.com/apply. So when you, at the end of this live stream, when you go and fill that out, I will send you the YouTube income model as well. Okay, now coming back to, so we're in phase 2. We're on the YouTube phase 2, and we're on the second part. The second part, after you have packaged your content with your topic title and thumbnail, is how will you stretch the gap? Okay, so let's talk about that for a second. How will you stretch the gap? That is the second thing. It is okay if you don't sell anything for now. You have to, so I'm reading a comment by somebody saying, I don't sell anything for now, I'm too new. This is fine. This is actually an exercise that you do before you even start creating videos. So if you're thinking, oh, I haven't created videos yet, or if you're thinking, oh, well, I don't know what to sell, this is the exercise that you should be doing right now. Okay. Yeah. Picture in picture. It worked there for a second, right? Yeah. Yeah. Tech is funny today. Chantal is saying, I love that you get to make videos. Yay. Okay, so what does stretching the gap mean? Let me put that up on screen again for a second for you guys. What does stretching the gap mean? Yeah, so how will you stretch the gap? What does that mean? What do you think that might mean? I know it might seem like a new term that I'm introducing today, but I would love to hear what you guys think. What does stretching the gap mean? And by the way, this is something you're doing inside your YouTube video. So you worked on the title, you worked on the thumbnail, you have your topic, and now you're going to stretch the gap. So what could that possibly mean? What could that possibly look like? I'll wait for your answers while I take a sip. Stretching the gap. Think about it. No clue. So let me give you a clue. So the clue is people are here. They want to be here. What's in the middle? There's a gap. People are here. Let's go with our fitness mom example. She's here, has an extra, let's say 15 pounds after pregnancy, wants to be at her ideal weight, right? And there's a gap in between. So the gap is I am here, but I want to be here. Okay, some answers coming in. Chantal is saying getting to email list. Close, but not just yet. Not just yet, Chantal. Lawrence is saying answers to their problems. stretching the gap is not an answer. So I would say no to that. The Fun Fab Life is saying the transformation. Nope. No. Getting them a result. No. No. You guys are one, you've gone one step ahead. So before we get to the solution and the answer and the transformation and the result, you have to actually help them understand where they are right now. So this is the body of your video. This is the thing that you're going to be talking about inside your video. You're going to be talking about the fact that you are not at your ideal weight, but you want to be. Making them problem aware. Thank you. Yes, exactly. Stretching the gap is identifying the problem to the nth degree, where it starts to be like, oh my God, I need a solution to this now. I did this with one of my very early videos. I think this was 2017, when I talked about how to naturally read a video script on camera. And the first part of that video, if you want a case study on this, the first part of that video is really stretching the gap, because I'm talking about my frustrations with understanding how can I have a script and then look at the camera and then not be able to read my script and then not be able to look at the camera. Like, how do you manage that? And as I talked about the problem, the comments started coming in. It was one of my first viral videos. And the comments started coming in like, oh my God, I have this problem as well. It is so frustrating. So what you want to do when you stretch the gap is identify the why that problem is happening and why it might be so frustrating for somebody. Right? So in our example about, trying to lose weight after pregnancy, you maybe want to talk about how hard it might be, or how unrealistic some women set their expectations, or how when we see celebrities and models, a week after giving birth and they look perfect. And so that's not real life. That's not real people. You may not have a personal trainer, right? So you're stretching the gap. That is the content of your video. And the reason why that is really important to do is because that leads people to the next part. And the next part is the call to action. What do they need to do next? So if you don't stretch the gap, people are not going to take the action that you actually want them to take. And why is this important to making money? I'm going to come to that in phase 3. Stay with me here. So once you stretch the gap and you make them problem aware and you talk about the problem in a relatable, authentic way, then when you tell them, hey, here's what you need to do next, then what happens is that as soon as you share what you need to do next, people are more likely to take action. And that is how you lead people from watching a video to taking action on the thing that you want them to take action. So it's very intentional. You want them to take action on something specific, right? And so once they are problem aware and they're feeling like you get them, you understand it, you are somebody who has gone through it maybe in the past, or you are explaining it in a way that makes it really, really easy to relate to, then they're going to go to the next step, which is to take the action that you want them to take. Okay. So are you guys with me so far? Is this valuable so far? Just give me like a quick yes if you're finding this live stream valuable, even with all the tech headaches. But if you're finding it valuable, just let me know. Just give me a yes. So I have some feedback. Yeah. Even now is saying maybe evaluating the gap. Yeah, you could definitely look at it as a question session. You could think about it as, why is this happening? Or how could we possibly solve this? Let's talk about it. I'll give you an example. In one of my videos about why I'm struggling on YouTube and why are a lot of channels struggling on YouTube, I kind of did the research phase of I just asked a lot of questions. Why are we struggling on YouTube? What is changing? What is happening? So evaluating the gap absolutely works. Okay. Yay. Thank you so much. Lots of yeses coming in. Chris is saying yes. Fun Fab Life, yes. Raquel is saying, first time I actually learned something useful in a free session. Woohoo! Thank you so much. That makes my day, right? That makes the whole live stream worth it. Okay, so once you have stretched the gap, now they're primed for your call to action. Now, your call to action needs to tell them what to do next. And that is when you move to phase three, which is actually off platform. So now you're going to be taking people off the YouTube platform. Now, a word of advice here, really quickly though, that you don't always need to take people off the platform in every video. So it could be like maybe I create 3 videos about postpartum exercise, exercise after giving birth. Maybe I create a series of videos, right? And only 1 out of 3 videos I say, oh, go to this step. In the other videos, the call to action is go watch this video, go watch this video. So you're keeping part of your audience on YouTube, which is what YouTube wants. And then after they have consumed maybe 3, 5, 10, 15 of your videos, you send them to off platform places. You send them off the YouTube platform. Now, any social media platform doesn't like this, right? So you've got to mix and match this strategy. So sometimes you're going to be, the call to action is going to be go and watch this video next. And that is a very valid call to action, right? And in some videos, the call to action is actually going to be your lead magnet. So now you've moved to phase three, which is you're moving people into either a private place like a DM or a private place like email. Email is king when it comes to making money. So I would tell you guys, start with email if you can. Okay. Email is still king with regards to people buying from you. So once your CTA is defined, so part of your CTA is sending people to watch other videos, and then part of your CTA is going to be, you know what? If you are having trouble, what was our example? If you're having trouble with exercise, download my 5 easy exercises to start with guide. I walk you through step by step on the poses and how to do them. Okay, maybe it could be a video. Like maybe it doesn't have to be an ebook guide. Maybe it could be a video training that you put together behind an email form on a landing page, right? So it could be that. And so after they have gotten attracted by the topic title thumbnail, you stretch the gap inside the video, the logical answer then becomes, yeah, I want to know the easiest exercises I can get started with. Like, yes, please tell me. Like in this video, maybe I just learned 1 or 2, but maybe you can give me like a whole week's plan, like maybe 5, 7, 10 exercises that I can do when I wake up first thing in the morning. Something easy, something doable with the baby, right? So that is then leading to your lead magnet. So your lead magnet could be a free video training, could be a free ebook, it could be a cheat sheet, it could be a guide, it could be a template. There are so many different things that it could be, right? But now you've taken them off the platform. So any questions up till now? Let's talk about, I do teach all of this, by the way, inside my program, YouTube Intensive. So if you are thinking, okay, I want to learn the ABCs of how we do this, I want to work with somebody, I want to hire somebody, then YouTube Intensive is my coaching program. And I have put a link down if you want to work with me. You can send in an application, absolutely free to do. You can apply, and then I will let you know if we would be a good fit to work together. And I will probably schedule a call with you and do a brainstorming session with you to see where you're at and what you might need from here. Okay, so let's come back to our phase three. So now you've taken them off the platform. They're in your lead magnet. They're consuming your lead magnet. And the second part of this is an email nurture sequence. Now, don't get scared by the term if you've never heard email nurture sequence before. The term simply means that you're giving some more value on email. So the same way that you're creating those free videos, all you're doing now is giving some extra value on email. So maybe, I'm writing a heartfelt post to moms about how the journey was for me. Maybe here's the top tools that I use or the top apps that helped me. So you're giving a little bit more value. So nurture sequence is basically just a series of emails that you write that speak to your audience, give some more value, and just warm them up a little bit to that. Yes, I do have some value to share, and it's worth your while to read my emails. That is all a nurture sequence really, really is. So that is the next step. Okay. So I have some questions coming in here. Lawrence is saying a gentle taking off the platform. Yes, definitely. It is a gentle one. I would like to assist companies to sell wheelchair accessories, but I have very few subscribers and they won't take me up on it. Okay, let me answer this question because I think a lot of people would be thinking, well, I don't have email subscribers. I don't have a large enough list right now. And here's the thing, all the things that we talked about in phase two will help you build that list. That is how you build your list. You are creating free videos on the world's largest social media platform. Yes, YouTube is the world's largest social media platform. It has overtaken TikTok. It has overtaken Facebook a long time ago. It's bigger than Instagram. Probably definitely bigger than LinkedIn. So on the world's largest social media platform, you are creating these videos. And if you are creating them right with the three T's, with stretching the gap, you will attract people who are interested in going to the next step. And if you have a lead magnet that ties in to the solution of that gap, then they will click, they will download, and that is how you build your email list. Okay. So all of this is tied in. You can't do one without the other. Um, Interesting because most emails are a waste of time. Most emails, but not yours because you're on this live stream and you're learning this cool stuff, right? So if you always have this mantra that I aim to give value, you will not go wrong. Your emails will not be a waste of time because you are more concerned with what can you give rather than what you can get. And if you always approach business, life, anything really with this mantra, what can I give versus what can I get? You will always get more. You will always attract more, attract the right things, attract the right people, attract, the things that you desire. But always start from what can I give? What is the value that I can give to the world? Your emails will not be boring if that's the mindset that you write them with. Okay, so let's go on to the final step, which is to make an offer. Now, after you have got people on email and you are giving them more value on email, it is time to make an offer. Now, at this point, a lot of people start to think, I don't want to be salesy, I don't want to be sleazy, I don't want to be blah, 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 blah. I don't want to sell. Is that you? Because that used to be me. That used to be me. The one thing that I did to change how I think about selling as a bad thing is that I was like, you know what? There are so many people who are struggling and I know I can help them. I know that I can give them the motivation, the tools, the technical know how, the skills, the inspiration. I know I can help them. So when I make an offer, it is not out of I'm trying to sell. It is out of the fact that if people need help and they are willing to work with me for that help, they want to work with me, not somebody else. They want to work with me. They need help in the areas that I am skilled in, then they can apply. They can work with me. They can buy this. They can do this. So it is a very natural, logical transition into, hey, if this is what your problem is, if you are struggling with putting together an income model for your YouTube channel, then go down in the description and apply to work with me. You have nothing to lose. It is free to apply, right? And so it becomes very natural and logical to say that. And that's how I want you to think about making offers. If this is what your problem is, do this. If this is what you're struggling with, here's how I can help. If your channel is not growing and you need some help, schedule a channel audit with me. If you want a course for beginners on how to get started with YouTube, you can buy this course. Yes, you have all the free content as well for people who are not ready yet. There will be always people who will not be ready. There will always be people at various stages of the journey. That is why we have different levels. We are doing YouTube and giving all of this free information and sharing our knowledge and expertise freely because people are at various stages of the journey. People are at various levels of thinking about their business. Not everybody is ready, but some people would be ready to take the next step with you. And those are the people who will jump on your offer. So, with that said, here's my offer. If you want to work with me, go down in the description and send in your application to work with me. Now, I will say here that YouTube Intensive is for people who are extremely dedicated and committed. It is the reason it's called YouTube Intensive is because 10 weeks we go all in. It is intense. It is very intense. And I require a lot from you because I give a lot inside my program. I give a lot. Trust me, it'll be like having a business partner. That's how much support I will be giving, right? It is like you and me working together on your business. It's a group coaching program. And the reason it's group is because I find the group dynamics to be absolutely awesome in learning. People get motivated with each other. They learn tactics from each other. They see each other's progress and they get so inspired. And it's just an amazing group dynamic. So that's why YouTube Intensive is a group dynamic, but it is a limited group. It is a very small group of entrepreneurs all working with an income first mindset to grow their YouTube channels. So if one of your goals is to make sure that you start making a full-time income, not 50 pounds, like somebody said earlier, not peanuts, not AdSense revenue, not, a sale from an affiliate over there or $100 from there or a couple of cents from there. No, 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 no. If you want a full-time income from your YouTube channel, something that can allow you to travel, be location independent, be the primary earner, get all of your business working around this model, then that's who YouTube Intensive is for. That's who it's for. And so that's the program that I've been working on this program for 2 years, taken multiple groups of people through this program. And this year I've revamped it completely. This year you will be joining a program which is going to be about making sure that your YouTube channel gets you that full-time income. So my focus is really, really heavily on making sure that you being consistent doesn't come first. You making money, therefore wanting to be consistent, that is the flow that I want to work with you on. When you see, when in 2017, when I saw that I was able to make money, people were willing to pay me for something. People valued my advice. People valued the expertise. People valued the thing I was sharing. That motivated me to be consistent. That motivated me to be like, okay, I need to do more of this. I need to talk about this because this is a problem. I need to talk about this because this is something people are struggling with. So the topic ideas just flow from there, and the consistency and the motivation comes from the fact that you're actually helping people and you're making money. It just works hand in hand. I don't think it's a separate thing. Like, I don't think you can be like slogging away for 2 years being like, oh my God, I need to make like 100 videos, or I need to do this for 2 years before I'm going to see a penny or before I'm going to see any return. I don't think that's a sustainable approach. I really do not think that. I'm going to put Lawrence's comment up here. So you use YouTube to give general help, which feeds your business when people want targeted personal help. I mean, if you think about it, yes, that's, if you think about anything, why we use social media. When we create all of this free content on social media, it's to be able to show that, hey, we are using this, we are doing this, we can help you with this, we are learning this, or we have learned this, or these are the results we've gotten. And it is all about showcasing that, right? So free content is all about showcasing that. Okay, so like I said, if you would like this income model, the empty version of this income model, then you can put that back on screen. Then you can go down to the description, fill in the application form, and I will send you the worksheet of the YouTube income model to fill. And also, I will love to look over your application for YouTube Intensive. And if we are a good fit to work together, we'll get on a call. No obligation whatsoever. We'll get on a call. We'll brainstorm some ideas for your channel. We'll brainstorm the income potential for your channel. We'll brainstorm how you could be converting some of the opportunities that you made, maybe you don't even know that they exist right now. I was working with one of my clients. He had 3 YouTube channels when he started working with me, and none of them were making any money. And then we narrowed it down to one YouTube channel, and he immediately started making money from his second video onwards, right? So this stuff, once you start doing it, it is life changing. It opens your eyes to opportunities, potential, income, and also you feel good. You feel good that you are able to do something for yourself and for other people. It's a win win situation, really. So I will see you inside the application form, and I'm going to open it up to questions. If you have any questions right now, now is the time to just put it in the chat. We can do a Q&A if you want to ask anything specific regarding your business. Now's the time. Okay, so I think I've been on for like about an hour, 10 minutes, right? Hopefully this was really valuable for you and you got a good idea of the income model that you need. Okay, Raquel is asking, and I get this question a lot: what is the cost to joining your coaching group? When you apply, Raquel, when you fill in the application form, you will see you will see a question regarding cost, regarding how much you want to invest. Okay, and when you choose one of those options, I will be able to help you determine what level I can work with you on. Okay, so I offer different levels and there are different products and different ways that I would work with you. But it depends on how much you are willing to invest. That is why I say that the first thing to do is to apply. Fill in the application form as honestly as you can, and then we will take that to the next level and we'll figure out how we can be helpful and how I can help you and in what manner. Time wise, cost wise, intensity wise, everything wise. Okay, great. You already completed the form. I shut off my email right now so I wouldn't get distracted by that. But if you guys have already completed the form, then that is great. And I will be getting in touch with you. Okay, next question. Olga, are you starting this intensive this year or early next one? So this is a 2-part answer. I am starting it this year in December, but we are going to also break for 2 weeks in December for the holiday season. So we will get some preliminary work done before the break. There will be there will be one-to-one strategy sessions with me before that, and you will have a bunch of worksheets that you will be filling out for foundational stuff. You will get the basics done in December, and then January will go full into implementation mode. It'll be like every week there will be an assignment. Every single week there will be something to do, and there'll be replays to watch for the live streams, for the live coaching, and all of that. So the answer is we're starting this year, but we're going full mode on January. So that's hopefully that answers your question. Okay, let me see if there are any questions that I haven't answered yet. Chantel is saying this is valuable. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm just scrolling back up to see if there are any questions. Otherwise, just put them back down below, guys, so that if there are any questions that I need to answer at this point, I can answer those questions before we end the live stream. Okay? You made me realize how people are building successful channels. Yes, thank you so much for saying that, because somebody did this for me when I was starting out. I joined this group of entrepreneurs, as I shared with you guys early on in 2017, and it opened my eyes. And I think you need that. You need somebody to kind of show you the possibilities. It's kind of hard to know what's possible if you don't even know the right questions to ask. And it's kind of hard to see potential if you don't have examples in front of you. So I think what you say is really important, and it's really valuable to see the different ways that things are possible. There is no one path. It's not about, like how people say just get monetized, or just like I want to monetize my channel. And I really want to make them see that there is so much more. There's so many more ways to monetize your channel. In fact, I don't even want to use the word monetize, because that immediately makes people think of AdSense. It's kind of like a thing, like it's so intrinsically connected with like the YouTube terminology. So I want to say income, an income model, which is beyond just AdSense. And of course, AdSense is a part of this. Like once you start doing all of this, you will naturally get the thousands of subscribers and the 4,000 hours of watch time. Trust me, that will be a byproduct. And you will be like, this is really funny, but I use my AdSense income for like side projects and things like, oh yeah, I could use this income for this or that. I don't even think of it like when I think of my full-time income. I don't even count AdSense in it. I like that. It doesn't even compute to me. Of course, I need to add it in for taxation and all of that. But when I'm thinking about how much, my YouTube channel is making, I don't even factor in AdSense income. It's just a nice surprise because it's variable and it fluctuates every month, and it's not consistent and all of that. So I kind of like to think of it as a nice little surprise at the end. Okay, I'm going to wrap up this live stream, and I'm going to let you guys ponder over all of these things. I'm going to send you the income model. I'll make that available as a download. Hope you know how to get it. Hope I've made that very clear. If there are no more questions, then I am going to say bye for today. Have a great rest of your week. I know it's just Tuesday, so we're just getting started with the week. Have a great rest of your week. And if we end up working together, that would be amazing. And thank you for taking out so much time to be on this live stream, working with me through the tech headaches and all of that, which always seem to crop up in some form or another. But I do want to say thank you so much for your questions, for your interest, and for being here, and for wanting to make an income model from your YouTube channel. I want you to leave with the thought that everything is possible. Just you put your mind to it. Every single thing that you want and desire and work for is possible. And on that note, it's goodbye from me.